Hello, my people. Welcome to my channel, and this is Beckley's family. Today's story is the only mistake I made was to bring my wife to Europe. I am not telling this story to get pity. I am telling it because this pain is real. I married my wife with a clean heart. I loved her genuinely. I trusted her completely. When I traveled to Europe, my life was not easy. People think once you reach Europe, money grows on trees. This is a lie. I suffered. I worked like a machine. Jobs that broke my back. Jobs that paid little but drained everything from you. I slept late and woke up early. Sometimes I ate once a day. Sometimes I cried alone in my room. But I kept going because I had one goal: to bring my wife to Europe so we could build a better life together. I did everything the right way: legal papers, marriage documents, immigration forms, lawyers' fees, endless appointments. Every money I made went into that process. I denied myself clothes, enjoyment, happiness, just so she could come. When a visa was finally approved, I felt like a king. I was proud. I felt like a real man. I told myself my wife is coming. I imagined peace, love, family, and growth. The day she arrived, I was so happy I almost cried at the airport. I carried her luggages like treasure. I showed her the city, told her this is our new life. I gave her everything. I gave her my house, the same house I struggled to pay rent for. I registered things jointly. I introduced her to my friends. I helped her settle. I supported her emotionally and financially. But slowly things changed. Europe changed her. She was no longer the lady I married back home. She became cold. She became proud. She became someone I could not recognize. She started talking to me with anger. Everything annoyed her. My job, my money, my silence, even my breathing. She compared me with other men, told me I was not doing enough. She said Europe opened her eyes. She said she deserves better. I kept quiet because I loved her. I thought marriage meant peace. I thought if I tried harder, things will return to how they were. But one day, everything was. Tap on the subscription button and tap on the bell whenever I post so that you get notification. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I know you subscribed. Subscribe before I continue the story. Thank you. I thought if I tried harder, things will return to how they were. But one day, everything ended. One day, there was a loud knock on the door. When I opened it, police officers were standing there. My heart started beating fast. I didn't understand what was happening. My wife stood behind them, looking calm. They said, "She has reported you." Really? I was shocked. I tried to speak, but my mouth was dry. I couldn't understand how the same woman I suffered for could do this to me. I was told to pack a few things and leave the house immediately. I was warned not to come back. That house was mine. I paid for it. I built my life inside it. But I walked out like a criminal. She stayed inside. I stood outside with a small bag and tears. I couldn't cry. After that day, my life became a mess. I slept in friends' house. Sometimes I slept without peace. Shame followed me everywhere. I stopped calling people because I didn't know how to explain my situation. Then the divorce papers came. No discussion, no apology, no mercy. Soon after, immigration contacted me. My residence permit depended on my marriage. Once the marriage was gone, my stay was gone too. Everything I worked for collapsed. She stayed in Europe. I was deported. For real. Who does this? It's so annoying. Why would she do such a thing? If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and like. Subscribe and like to promote or to grow my channel together. We are doing this together. Support me and let's grow the channel together. So I'm continuing. I was deported. I went back home with nothing, not even pride. People said, but you were in Europe. They didn't know Europe destroyed me. The pain was not only losing my wife, it was losing myself. Up to today, the question still burns inside me. Was loving her my biggest mistake? What do you think about this story? You just need your opinion. He said, was loving her a mistake? And this is the end of the story. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't still subscribed, kindly subscribe to my handle, kindly subscribe to my page, kindly subscribe to my channel to grow my channel together. Thank you. Bye bye. Kiss kiss.